though the main.h looks just like a function that's being called. Okay, fine, no problem. Tigrielem, salam no. Ethiopia, salam no, dinane, Tigrielem. Okay, let's go into this. Let's include both of these. stdio .h and bring it in here. Then we also include the main.h header as a header for this as well. So then after we'll include the function of this program inside the main.h function or header, whatever it is called. So the next, so I'm just going to borrow a few stuff here from this quickly, because these things are really long. So I'm copying this up. So no, the first thing is the description here. Description copied. I'll paste the description in here and then just edit it a little bit and make sure we have it indented right, otherwise Betty will beat someone. Actually, Betty is a good program. It's making me become a very good person to women. Yeah, becoming respectful to women, because this Betty here is a good teacher. It's like the biggest university in the world is prison. So he's like a head teacher of the warden of the prison. Can punish you properly, and you get that discipline in your head. Okay, so here I've got it. So we're pasting this in here, and then we're setting this to be in here. So now we are fixing the issues. We are fixing the issues, right? Okay, so what do we get? Here we have this function here. Let's copy it as it is. I'm just going to copy you. I prefer copying them one by one. Why? The other logic is because I want to understand what exactly they are doing. I want to copy it one by one and also follow, than me just copying and pasting, then I don't understand what's writing. So here we have this if statement, which is like, okay, if the modulus of a year by 4 is set to 0, is equivalent to 0, and the modulus of a year by 400 is equivalent to 0. Okay, no, I take it back, my error. If a year's modulus of 4 is set to 0, is equivalent to 0, not set, is equivalent to 0, or the modulus of a year by 400 is equivalent to 0, and the modulus of a year by 100, which is set to 0, which is equivalent to 0, is not actually true, then we go to if the month. If the month, yes, so if this is the case, then copy this and paste it in here. It was beginning to get interesting. I was liking it. So if that's the case, then if month is greater or equal to 2 and day is greater or equal to 60, then what? Good question. Then increment the days. Give me day plus plus. Otherwise, increment it and then print for me this. Print for me let's see. Okay, so this is out of this if statement. Print day of the year is that, and also the remaining days of the year are 366 minus the days or the day. Then we go to the next option, which is the else part. The else part is saying oh, good one. Else, enter. Else, if month, this is interesting. Oh, come on, can you work faster? If month is set to 2 and day is set to 60, what do we do? If they're equivalent to those, then print this value here. Print this value. That invalid date, which is going to be modulus of 2 days divided by modulus of 2 days divided by modulus of 4, which should be give us the month day minus 31 and then plus the month, the year itself. If that's not the case, if that is not the case, oh, so if that is not the case, otherwise just print out these values. If this is not the case, create another else statement. Create another else statement. Let's see where this else statement is. Is it inside the if statement? No, it's below the if statement, but inside the else, the bigger else statement. Okay, so inside this, the very else statement we're creating, if this doesn't work as we expected it, then what we want it to do is to print this days of the year and the remaining days of the year. That's it. Okay, so this is the code that we were given. But when you look at this code is full of bugs. It's buggy. Where is one? The first one here. Watch my cursor. Okay, let's start from the top here. Here, first of all, here we have 2 curly brackets and then this one bracket inside here. When you look at this code and this code, we're having 2 different codes here, and we're using an OR logic command here, or logic formula. Then here we have an AND. An AND is, those people who know, with the AND, one cannot be false. They must both be correct to be able to get a correct output. Here one can be false, still you get a correct output. Okay, perfect. So now here, look at this. This is already closed, but this is not closed. We need to remove this one curly brackets here. So what we'll do is to remove these curly brackets here. So we can have a curly bracket here in front of this one here. We'll have here a curly bracket, so that can be closed by this. So we're saying year the first one here, the modulus by 4 is equal to this, or by modulus of 400 is set to this, and if the by modulus of 100 is not equal to is not equal to 0, go to the next line. Now to this next line here, the reason why we're not getting our leap years is because of this next line here. We have set a month to be equal to 2, but our program is talking of 4. So I think the first thing we need to do is at least set it closest to it. Let's set it closest to it and set it to a value of 3. So and so for this case here, a month of 3, if a month is less or is greater or equal to 3, perfect, and the days of the year of the day are greater or equal to 60, this is very wrong method here being put, so we don't need this command here. We need to delete this and only have this, that if month is greater or equal to 3, we can now increment days. Otherwise, if we set the days again, that is invalid. We are going to miss something to do with the leap years. So we just set the month to be equal to 3, right? Then we run the program. Then after that, if we check around here, we're incrementing, then we print a day, okay. Else, if this is set to 2, and now this is correct. Now this is correct. This makes sense. Then we set the invalid date to be this. Else if, print out everything. This is what we needed in the program. The correction was here. We had to fix the bug here and here. That's all. To change this to 3, and then also put a curly brackets here and close this inside the curly bracket. Remove the one which was here. And the code is fixed. Yeah, that's how I fixed it. Simple. Yeah, those who have other understanding of this, please feel free to share it in the comments. Let's help each other to grow. Yeah, what I know if I share it with you, and what you know if you share it with me, I learn and you learn. We all learn. I'm not highly experienced. I'm just growing, like we are all the same. So if there are our seniors, please educate us, let us know. My brain is ready for any advices and learning. I'm curious. Thanks. Okay, so the next part is I just need to copy this. I need to copy this here and keep it for the next one. I need to include it. We have to include this inside the main.h file. So let's first save this. Oh. Okay. Let's go back to the insert. I think I did something weird. Invalid command. Enter. Okay. Can we go to an insert command? Okay. Escape it. Go and save this file. Okay, it's already saved now. So clear this up. Then vi inside. We are opening the main.h file so that we can include this file inside it. This function here. Ouch. Something is wrong. Something is wrong, 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 wrong. Okay.